Hi, my name is Colin SkipperWing Bird, and welcome to another episode of SkipperWing Draws a Thing, where I, the eponymous SkipperWing, draw a thing. Also, there are links to the silent version of this video in the cards and description below, in case you would like to hear a version of this video without the commentary. So, today's subject, Yoshi the Dinosaur, or if you're preferring the American Anglicization, it was in an instruction manual at some point, Yoshisaurus T. Dinosaur. I'm going to pretend I didn't just say that. So, why Yoshi? Well, this is part of a series that I'm doing on Amiibo, and I have a Yoshi Amiibo. Yay! And then Flash shut down on me. I don't know why that keeps happening. When I was working on my old Surface Pro 2, that used to never happen, and for some reason now that I'm on a Cintiq, it seems to happen with alarming regularity. I think part of it is either Windows 10, part of it is that there is just maybe too much input happening at one time on the screen, or that I'm using object mode more so than I should, but for whatever reason, Flash keeps crashing, and that's a little bit frustrating. So, as far as the pose that I chose for Yoshi, I decided to go with the one thing that he does that no one else in Smash Brothers does. Throw his unborn offspring at his opponents. Yeah, that's kind of weird. But hey, it's a great anti-air move, so why not? That being said, I am kind of bummed with the pose. I feel I didn't push it as far as I would like. Whenever I draw something, I like to imply that it is in motion, that it is moving, and that if the picture were moving, oh, and there goes Flash again, then the character would be moving. And I feel like I didn't do that enough with Yoshi. I think he feels like he's still kind of standing still, or he's kind of posing for the picture, rather than it being a snapshot of his motion. And I tried to rectify that a little bit by modifying it with the skew and distortion tools in Flash, but even in the end, I don't think I got it quite as right as I would have liked. So, as far as the lighting goes, it's my usual thing, lots of heavy spot blacks with a rim light to indicate outline and form. And part of that is a comic book aesthetic, and part of it is just various anime that I've seen around the internet. If you caught the eye catches for Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, you'll know what I'm talking about, where there's a very heavy emphasis on spot blacks for shadows rather than using lighted gradients. As for the color choice, well, that hasn't come up yet. Well, here we go now. So I started picking my colors, and what I could and should have done was grabbed a picture of Yoshi off the internet and then done the color picker for that. But I didn't feel like it this time, mostly because Yoshi as a design is a very simple character. Most of the Mario characters are, for that matter. And I figured, well, yes, you have to pick very specific colors, like very specific greens, oranges, reds, browns, and yellows. Nothing that would be so heavy as to be impossible to identify as Yoshi, or the wrong color. So, as per usual with my illustration style, I decided to go into gradients for the flat colors and the what I like to call mood layer. This was actually special because this was the first time that I picked more than 2 colors to gradient into, as well as using the radial gradient function for Yoshi's colors. For Yoshi himself, I picked a greenish blue, a very vibrant green, and a bit of a yellow. And for the mood gradient, I actually used a very warm red. I don't normally do that, but hey, growth is growth, and you get to try out new things. That being said, I think the gradienting process took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but the end result was worth it, more or less. I think this was a very good picture, and I look forward to growing more by doing more of these illustrations. Maybe even redoing some of the old ones so that you can see how this got started and what the end result will be.
And that's it for today's pick. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and leave a comment about what you'd like to see me draw next. If you're new, please subscribe for more content. This is Colin SkipperWing Birds signing out, and I'll catch you peeps later.